Random, presented by me, your wonderful host, SrirachaFlash. I'm here. I'm around. With me today is the beautiful, the wonderful Yango. Yango, say hi to everyone.
Hi, I'm Yango.
Awesome. I chose. Oh, you know what? Hey, this is Oh shoot, dang. This is our very first episode, and as it says in the description. Okay, I'm just making sure your voice is coming through. I think it's coming through on my end, so everything sounds good. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't been to the stream before, this is your first time, just so you know, I do all my tech on air. So that's why everything sounds so perfect and wonderful, and definitely not a total mess.
He first tries everything beautifully.
Absolutely. It's just a series of perfect first tries my entire life.
Perfect first tries. He just stumbles through life so beautifully.
Yeah, it's honestly amazing what I can get away with.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, welcome to Some Random. The idea behind this show is there are so many people out there in the world that play fighting games, and we know so many of them from their successes, their failures, the memes, the not so great memes. But I feel like it's important that we don't know a lot of people besides that. And so the general idea for the show is I want to bring people on. I want to give them a platform to present themselves, give stories from their locals, stories from, just their life experiences. So you would know Yango from the North Dakota FGC. He's a prominent member out there. Did I get it wrong? Fargo FGC, not North Dakota, right?
Fargo, yeah. It's specifically Fargo FGC, but it's in North Dakota.
Specifically Fargo. We don't deal with the people in Minot. We only do Fargo.
It's true.
So the Fargo FGC, the FFGC, you know him from out there. You know him from being that awful Diamond Ibuki player online. You know him from being a pain in the ass Chaos player on Unist. But today, we don't give a shit about all that. Today, we only care about Yango, the person, and not Yango, the man behind the buttons. So, Yango, tell us about yourself.
Like you said, I'm Yango from the Fargo FGC. The amount of time I've been in the scene has actually very tiny. I've only been in the scene for about 2 years, which I wouldn't say is a lot. I've just been kind of trying to grind and get better. And that's about it.
yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I feel like that's something like everyone has that feeling, right? Like, I kind of new, or like as you're new, you're like, I'm just grinding and like still finding my place in where all of this works,
That's kind of what I feel. Like, there's a lot of things I want to do, but right now I'm just kind of playing and having a good time.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, honestly, you can't really get much better than that. Like, that's the important things, right? It's just like, as you're coming into your own, like, joining the FGC ranks, you just kind of want to get better, right? And just kind of, like, once you get to a point where you prove to yourself, like, who you are and, like, you're comfortable in the scene, at that point, then you can be like, yeah, this is who I am. And it feels good. Alright. So, I mean, you said you're new. Like, what got you into fighting games? Like, what initially drew you in? You're like, man, like, I have to be a part of this. Like, I have to start competing. I have to start traveling.
Alright. Well, there's two things. So, there's a few parts to this question. Sorry, I'm choking. I was eating before this.
No problem. Take your time. Right, take your time. We have no time constraints here. The beautiful thing about my shows, Yango, is that, I don't know, anything happens. It's fine. Do what you need.
I thought you were going to say we can edit them. But then you're like, no, anything can happen.
Yeah, anything can happen. And also, we don't do edits here. So if you let anything slip, I mean, we're live right now. This is live to the world. So,
sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's on you.
That's on me. I got it. So I think what really sparked me getting into fighting games was the Super Couch Fighters. It was just this YouTube channel that was new to the TOVG office. I was really interested in, so I just checked it out, and I saw Street Fighter. I'd never looked at Street Fighter before. I had zero particular interest in Street Fighter or any fighting game. Mind that. I just never looked at them. And I feel like it kind of sparked this very younger me want, because I remember when I was a child, or when I was very young, when I was a kid, I really wanted a game like Street Fighter, or like a fighting game in just general. I always hated mashing and then you get like a 10-hit combo and like a beat 'em up.
Right.
I always hated like mindlessly playing through stuff. I wanted something more methodical, and I had a lot more control over. And fighting games were definitely that. So
Okay.
I feel like I really got into fighting games based on that.
Got you.
And then,
No, go
sorry.
ahead. Go ahead. No, you're fine.
And then as far as just like wanting to travel, I just wanted to play more people. I just wanted to go around, play more people, get more experience.
Are you telling me that
And yeah,
Fargo is not a hotbed for hot
it's
fighting game
not.
activity?
Listen, our usual bracket's like 7 people.
Okay.
That's about it.
Hey man, I've competed in those kind of brackets before. There's no shame in that.
Yeah, I mean, there's no shame at all. It's just our scene is tiny,
Yeah, definitely.
and that's just something we gotta deal with.
Yeah. I mean, it happens. You know, you have small communities, but I feel like in a small community, you really grow together more than you would in like a larger, like 40 or 50 person local, which is still hard to come by. You know, but it definitely creates some bonds there.
For sure. I mean, I feel like the reason, because my community was so tiny, it made me feel like I had to, kind of reach out, right? I had to go to Winnipeg. I had to go to Bismarck. I had to go to Minneapolis. I had to go to Sioux Falls. I had to go to all these places just to see like different scenes and get different players.
Right. Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I have some family out in North Dakota, and they've always told me like if you really want to do anything that involves more than the 7 people that you see every day, you have to drive a couple hours. Like you have to go somewhere.
Yeah, if you really wanna do a lot of things, you gotta drive like minimum 4 hours, 3 hours.
I mean, I know the feeling. Stuck in like small town here in northern Michigan, where like the closest mall is almost 2 hours away. So like we have Walmart, and like that's our mall here in the small town. Like that's what we have. That's the extent. We drove out GameStop and Radio Shack. Those are gone. We have a Dunham sports store, and we have Walmart, and that's really about it. So no,
that's like when I go out to visit my cousin, they live way out in the boonies in the middle of nowhere. It's like a 45-minute drive to a gas station.
Woo!
And the gas station's like their grocery store gas station mix. And that's just where they get like a bunch of stuff.
Oh yeah, I know all about that. I have a lot of family downstate here in Michigan that they live like out in the middle of nowhere. So you'll have like the combination like oil change, gas station, grocery store that also does pizza and movie rentals. And like they've been in business for 80 years. They're not going anywhere. It's
yeah. I mean, what like literally driving through North Dakota, you see those kind of things all the time.
Yeah, definitely.
I remember I drove into a gas station and it would have like Black Panther, like a week or two after it was released on DVD, Blu-ray. I was like, damn, they already got this?
Damn, how'd they ship this out here?
How'd they ship this out here already?
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, honestly, I think Michigan is just North Dakota with more lakes. Like, that's really...
See, I think North Dakota is just Canada, but it's America.
just an extension. It's just a growth from Canada that they cut off and gave to us.
It's like all the positives and negatives of being in America, but it's just Canada.
Fair enough. Okay, so all right. So you said like getting into like Street Fighter and stuff. Like you found a fighting game that you really wanted to get into, especially from Super Couch Fighters. But like, what was your first video game? Like, what did you start off with? Like, did you play a lot before like you came into fighting games, or was it just like fighting games? Now I'm here. Like, this is what I want.
I was struggling with this question for a second. I couldn't think of it because I never think of these games. It was N64. I know I'm just a child. And it was N64 was my first console. And I remember I played Mario 64, I think was my first game ever. I played Mario 64 as like a 7-year-old kid. And I played Rayman 2. Even though I had no idea it was Rayman 2, I just thought it was Rayman.
As far as I was concerned, it was the best game that had ever come out.
It's true. As far as I knew, it was the best game that had ever come out. And then, like, a year later, I think I got PlayStation 2.
Dang.
It was a big leap.
Yeah.
I got PlayStation 2.
From N64 to PS2? Dang. Yango just went jumping.
It's true. And I remember I played the Jak and Daxter series. That was like my shit.
Okay.
I played Jak and Daxter. I could swear, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
I mean, I don't like give away your social security number or anything like that, but like, yeah, you can swear. Like, I don't. It's fine.
Yeah.
Have you watched my streams before, Yango? Have you ever come around?
I got you. But Jack and Daxter, I think, was like another big thing. So just a lot of platformers.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
was just really into.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I definitely grew up doing platformers a lot. Like, it's funny to hear that you went from like N64, which is like your first game, which I understand. I feel like that's a lot of people's first games that I've talked to recently were like, yeah, the N64 was like the one that I like really started playing video games. Like, my wife, she played a lot, like not a lot of games, but like growing up, like they had Nintendo in the house and stuff like that. But she didn't really start playing video games until like Ocarina of Time and Mario 64 and some of those. But like me, man, I don't know. I'm old, you know. I'm approaching 30 fast. So like I grew up with like a Nintendo and a Sega Genesis. So when I hear people be like, "Man, I started with 64," I remember back when I was like that age when the 64 would come out, and I was staring at the JCPenney catalog, and I like circled it, and I was like, "Mom, it's only like this much, and I can get these games too." And like I asked for it, and I never got that N64. Like it just never materialized. My first N64 was actually my grandpa's gift to my grandma for their anniversary, because my grandma played video games with us as kids. So like she played Mario Brothers with us. She played Yoshi with us, which was like a puzzle game where you like matched Mario enemies together to like make them disappear, like kind of like Dr.
I was gonna
Mario.
say Yoshi's Cookie or something.
No, not Yoshi's Cookie. Yoshi.
Not Yoshi's.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just a game called Yoshi, and you would match enemies that follow. There'd be like a Boo and like the squids, and you'd like have them on dinner platters, and you have to mix and match them to like make them disappear on like clear lines. And now that I'm describing it out loud, it sounds like an insane game. But like at the time, it was like, oh, it's a simple game. But anyway, she'd play that with us, and she'd play like Metroid and stuff. So I grew up with my grandma playing video games with us. So like my grandpa got my grandma the green translucent Donkey Kong 64 N64 for their anniversary.
Shit. Okay.
So like my first N64 was actually my grandma's, and I remember like begging her to be like, "Grandma, could we please open your N64 and play it?" And I think I still have that green translucent controller to this day. I think it's in one of my bins right now. But yeah, the N64 didn't come along for me until like 98, 99. And yeah, I don't know. But I mean, that was like, I don't know, you were just a newborn at that time.
Yeah, I was about a year old.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so old. I'm so old.
I knew saying that would make you feel super old, so I was like, I don't know if I should say this right now. But yeah, 1998, I was 1 year old.
Oh my gosh.
Just a wee bab.
Oh, just a wee baby. Holy cow. Alright, so you started off with the N64. You went on to the PS2, and after playing the PS2 and Jack and Daxter and everything like that, once you finally hit puberty is when you wanted to play fighting games, which I totally respect.
It wasn't until college actually.
Oh my gosh, even later in life.
Yeah, like I said, I only picked up fighting games 2 years ago.
Okay. So I know you. We've known each other for about a year now, year and a half, at this point.
Maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah, maybe a little bit longer. Probably 2 years at this point, I think.
Yeah.
And I see you go into like all these events. I've seen you go South Dakota. I've seen you go to Minnesota. I just saw you at Combo Breaker this past year in Chicago. So you've been around. What is your favorite event that you've been to so far? Like what event stood out to you the most, more than any?
I feel like it's clearly clearly to me it's Combo Breaker. There's just no event. There's been no event that's been like that size ever to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Like yeah. Same with me. Like that was my first major that I've been to.
Yeah.
So that was like an experience for me.
I don't know if you call Red Bull Conquest a major, but I went to Red Bull Conquest. That was cool.
I don't know if it's a major, but it's definitely one that like it's a thing, you know? Like
yeah.
That's not like a local. That's like a real like I don't know
real
if it's
tournament.
A big one, but yeah, like that's definitely one that's worth mentioning.
It is. I remember I got watched by Just a Kid. I think I played Joe in the game. I played Mike in the game. And I was like, damn.
Oh,
I was just like, I think I was just gold at the time. Like Street Fighter. Oh man.
I have to pause this really quick. I know this is live and we're recording and everything like that. And we're not going to take a break in the action. But the fun thing, the reason I wanted to do this on Twitch is because I wanted to get viewer questions and whatnot. And our lovable, wonderful Noga Remy showed up in the chat. And for those of you that don't know, and Noga Remy actually doesn't know this either, but you will get to know Noga Remy very, very soon. As soon as he agrees to be on the show, which I know he will. Because he loves talking with me.
Here's the thing.
Noga Remy, you would know Noga Remy from being the sidekick on the Reddit SF online local Monday nights at 8 o'clock. You would also know him from being a wonderful Ryu player online in Street Fighter V. He's a super good dude. He's part of the Buffalo FGC. Noga Remy, you can correct me in the chat if I'm wrong about that. You know him from New York.
Damn.
Noga Remy tweeted out sidekick in all caps, and my bots timed him out for using all caps. I'm so sorry. Hold on, I have to untime out Noga Remy.
Just 5 seconds.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh that yeah. Noga Remy, you should be back, but I'm gonna do it anyway. No, I. All right, good. He's not timed out. No, Noga Remy. Yeah, no, you're not the sidekick. It's a fun jab. But yeah, no. Noga Remy, in all honesty, I really, really wanted you to be the first guest on this. And I was kicking around, and I actually have. I'm not gonna screen share again. I was screen sharing stuff with Yango earlier. But in my drafts, I have. Thank you, Noga Remy. I love you too, and also you can go to hell. But in my drafts, I do have like a whole paragraph written out, like explaining the show and asking if you wanted to be on, because we've done a podcast before. In case you all don't know, episode 82, 81 of the.
That's about there.
Yeah, around there. Yeah. In the 80s. Go back and listen to every single Reddit RSF radio podcast, and eventually you'll get to me and Noga Remy. Well, me and Noga Remy have done a show before. So Noga Remy, I will get a hold of you after the show if you want to do the show together. But now is not you time. Now is Yango time. But thank you very much for showing up, man. I appreciate it.
Here's the thing about, like, to look behind the curtain real quick. Sriracha literally just told me this morning. He was like, "Yo, you're gonna be on this podcast tonight."
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I was like, "Hey, Yango, I have this idea. What do you think about it?"
Yeah, you gave me more warning than that.
Yeah. But this was like a week ago, and Yango was like, "Yeah, that sounds like a good idea." And then yesterday, like as I was ending my stream, I was like, "You busy tomorrow?" And then this morning, I was like, "All right, so here's the questions." And I gave him the full list, and so now he's here. But thank you, Noga Remy. Thank you for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. So yeah, Yango found out this morning he was going to be on the show. I was going to do the show by myself at first, just to introduce the show, but that's lame. Yeah, Noga Remy, you were definitely one of the first thoughts. Don't you worry. Thank you for stopping by, man. I appreciate it.
Also, real quick, it was episode 87 of the Reddit.
Oh, it was episode 87.
Episode 87.
Episode 87 of RSF Radio. You can catch me and Noga Remy discussing wonderful things like the E-Fight Pass by Sherry Genix. All kinds of...
Which is super cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Sherry Genix is great. I met her at Combo Breaker too, and also super, super nice and wonderful.
I played her at Combo Breaker.
What's that?
I played her. She was in my pool.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You played against her in the Collie, and she beat your ass up and down the street.
Yeah, I was in the hot seat. I was not feeling good.
I mean, I played against Arlieth. Arlieth?
Arlieth.
I played against Arlieth. See, you say Arlieth, but I don't trust you, Yango. You got the North Dakota accent. I don't trust it.
What North Dakota? I ain't got no accent.
But I played against Arlieth in the first round, and he also beat my ass. So, like... And then I went from him to Lightbright JPG, who's like another Vega player. So I had 2 Vegas in a row in my pool, which I feel like the cards were stacked against me from the very beginning. But we're getting off track. We're way off in the weeds.
Way off track.
Way off track. So favorite event, Combo Breaker. Boom.
Combo
Done.
Breaker.
Combo
Yeah,
Breaker.
I feel like Combo Breaker is my favorite event. My favorite venue I've been to is probably the one in Winnipeg, which was super cool. But I think the venue's changed right now. It used to be at like a pizza parlor, and you could just get a pizza and then play fighting games. It was a super cool kind of venue.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like the best competition I've gotten was at Minneapolis so far. Minneapolis has.
Yeah, well, I mean, in Minneapolis,
good
you've got what? You've got Maureen, you've got Mike,
and Mojo.
Yeah, that's and shout outs to Overhaul, who's also out in the Minneapolis scene.
Yep. And then besides those, you got Shia, who's a Mika that plays footsies somehow.
That doesn't exist. That's not a thing.
It exists. I played. He wipes me like 12-0.
Oh my god.
And then Rublitz, who's a very good Bison player. He watched me last time I was over there too.
Okay.
And then you got my coach actually. He got Shark Bite, but he doesn't play, even though he should.
He doesn't play, but he's your coach.
Play. He's my coach. It's
okay.
True.
All right. Doesn't play and he's your coach. Got it. Understood. No problem.
He doesn't play. He doesn't play in tournament, I should say.
Oh, okay. All right. So it doesn't. All right. Gotcha. That makes more sense. So you're like, yeah, like he watches the game, so he kind of tells me what to do. I mean, I get it. Like if you want to armchair quarterback somebody, I mean, you've become a strong player because of it. So like, it's good.
Yeah.
So it's fine. All right. So like, what's an event that you haven't been able to go to yet, but like you really, really want to tackle? Like, what's your CEO? Like, what's your Stunfest? Like, what one do you really want to go to that you just like have not been able to make the travel time or like get the money for yet?
It's coming up next week, man.
Oh yeah, the granddaddy of them all.
I feel like I've been told multiple times everyone should go to an Evo and a Combo Breaker.
Well, we knocked Combo Breaker off the list. Evo is gonna have to be soon.
Yeah, Evo. Here's the thing. I wouldn't use Evo to play fighting games really. I just want to use Evo to meet people. You know what I mean? Because like everyone goes to Evo.
Yeah, Yango just wants to use Evo to network.
Yeah. Like I know 10 people that'd be like, "Yo, Evo some year?" I'm like, "Yeah, we'll have to plan it out."
Yeah, I think I'm one of those 10 people.
See, but I met you at Combo Breaker.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Fair.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, shout outs to Yango, by the way, who upon meeting me at Combo Breaker was like, "Hey, you want to stay in my hotel room for the night?" And I was like, "Absolutely, you lovable teddy bear."
Hold on. So I was just like, "Yo, come sleep in my hotel room."
Yeah, no, that's how I remember it. I remember you were like, "Hey, we're at this room.
No.
Also, I have this rag. You put it over your mouth, and let's go sleep in my hotel room." That's what I remember. Anyway. And I remember waking up very confused, but we went and got IHOP, so that was cool.
Man. Fucking Rick, man. I can't believe Rick paid for that. I have to. Anyways, okay. So Sriracha was like, "Yo, I messed up on my booking of my hotel, and I don't have a hotel room the first night. Could I like sleep with you? Could I like chill in your hotel room?" I was like, "Sure, man." Keep in mind, I've only talked to Sriracha and maybe talked to him on voice chat a few times.
Yeah, I think we'd run a couple first attempts, and that was about it. And then, talking to each other in Discord.
Yeah, pretty much. But I was like, "Sure, man." And then,
and then the rest is history. And then,
that's history.
And then, props to Yango, who was like, after I had tweeted about how awful my hotel room was like, "You want to just come stay in our hotel room?" And while I greatly appreciate it, I had already paid for the awful ghetto motel that I had stayed in. So
yeah, because I was just like, "Man, you staying at? Where were you staying at? The Super 8?"
Yeah, I was staying at the Super 8 because they were cheap. It was like $50 a night. So I was like, "Man, that sounds awesome." But then
I was like, "Yo, man, if it's too shady, just like come back here."
Yeah, honestly, I should have, because like that first night I had to sleep with headphones on because the smoke alarm kept going off like every half hour, which for me, I know that means that the battery's dying. So I went and told the hotel manager about it, and I was like, "Hey, the battery's dying in my smoke detector. Like, can you change it out?" And he goes, "Oh, just take it off the wall. Like, just take it off the wall and unplug it." And I was like,
"Damn.
All right." Like, okay. So I went back to my room, and I went to go unplug it, and it was hardwired into the wall. And there's no way that I was going to take off this hardwired, like, smoke detector. So I just threw headphones on and passed out. And then the second night, I got to sleep in a special place that we won't talk about right now.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't have to deal with the smoke detector, so that's a positive. But yeah, no, I get Evo wanting to be the one that like you want to go to, because like that's the granddaddy of them all. You know, that's the big one. That's the one that everyone, like, if you're into fighting games, like, make it a point to go to Evo.
Can I also just say real quick?
Yeah.
That the morning that you stayed at our hotel and we all got up and got IHOP, that was probably my favorite part of Dr. Breaker.
Aww.
Absolutely. I remember that moment so clearly. We were singing Old Town Road.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You were roasting Moses.
Yeah, me and Moses, man, we went to town on Old Town Road. That was great. I think Rick wanted to just leave us there. I don't think he wanted to deal with this.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was a great time, man. I'm super happy that I got to meet
Rick has to warm up to you a little bit.
What's that?
I said Rick has to warm up to you a
little bit. Yeah. But I'm happy that he did, because I love Rick, man. Rick's such a nice guy. Nogaremi, if you want to type and derail the conversation, go right ahead. I mean, it's a SrirachaFlash show. Nothing ever stays on topic. Please
feel chilling, man.
Yeah, but we're chilling. We have a baseline of questions that I sent Yango to go over. If we don't get to all of them, doesn't matter. If anyone in the chat right now, if you guys want to ask Yango a question, throw them up in the chat. Throw them in the chat, and I'll ask Yango whatever comes across that sounds good.
I'm also reading chat, so I can also just read
chat. Oh, yeah, Yango's also in the chat. Yeah, so he'll see them as they come through. Please, feel free to throw whatever you want in the conversation. This is, like I said, the idea behind this show wasn't to, here are these rudimentary questions, and then we go through them. I have a baseline of questions, but if we don't get to them, we don't get to them. If we get different questions, we get different ones too. No big deal.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
Yeah. So please, Nogaremi, if you want to type, go ahead and type. This is far and away not a professional show.
Also, since I don't know if you'll get to another podcast before Evo. I'm sure you will. But
I think I have another one lined up Saturday.
You want to talk about Evo real quick?
Yeah, hit me up. Let's talk about Evo.
Oh, man. I am so incredibly excited. I'm not going. I really wish I could go. I'm not going. But, man, I'm just very excited for the announcements. I just want to know. I just want to be kept out of the dark. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, Nogaremi. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna stop and read it now so I can talk to you directly. Don't go ahead and be active. Spam whatever you want. I mean, no caps because the bot will get you. But please, put whatever you want in the chat. It'll catch my eye. If it's something that you directly want to ask me, just tag me in it, at SrirachaFlash, whatever, so that way it highlights for me. But no, please type whatever you need to. It doesn't matter. But yeah, back to Evo. I'm so excited for the announcements just to see what comes from it, where it goes. The fact that it's sponsored by Sony now,
and I'm just excited for fighting game news. I just want new stuff. You know what I mean?
I want new things. The fact that it's sponsored by Sony now, if there's gonna be a PlayStation announcement, that's exciting.
I'm very interested about that too. If they're announcing a new pad or something, people are speculating that.
Right. The Harada and Ono have been spending time together. Maybe finally we'll get Tekken Cross Street Fighter.
Maybe.
I feel like that would be a huge one.
Uniclear. People aren't sure what's happening with Uniclear, if it's even a thing.
It is a thing. We just don't know when we're gonna get time for it. When are we gonna get that announcement? It might be Evo. That'd be cool. Because I believe
it'd be cool to announce Uniclear, but I don't think they'd release it.
Definitely not a release, but an announcement for sure. Because I think the Unist top 8 is Saturday.
Yeah, it is.
So that would be an awesome way to kick off these announcements.
What is it? It's Uniclear. It's Eunice and Dragon Ball on Saturday.
Yes. Yep. Eunice and Dragon Ball on Saturday, and they actually started Dragon Ball on Saturday because that game takes so long. They'll actually finish by Sunday night. Which is why they wanted to start it Saturday morning. Actually, in case you guys didn't know. God, that game goes on so long, and I appreciate the people who can play Dragon Ball because Grand Finals at Michigan Masters was an hour long. Long.
Grand Finals around here too have been about an hour long sometimes.
I can't. The amount of dexterity and patience it takes to play that for an hour, dude. I do first to tens that last an hour, and by the end of that, my brain is spent, and like I can't even type in the chat anymore. Like, there's no way I can do a grand final set on stage for an hour, and get mixed by someone playing Bardock and mashing square. Or
doesn't MK11 take a while too?
I think so. I haven't paid attention really to the times of Mortal Kombat 11. To be honest with you, I don't think I've seen many grand finals for Mortal Kombat 11. I mostly watch pools.
I remember Combo Breaker grand finals for MK11 were good. I remember people were talking about that. And I remember there was like some beef in Mortal Kombat 11 that people are talking about.
Yeah.
I'm not very invested in the game.
Between Buffalo and Scar, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Scar was saying something about, because it's first to two, that's the reason that Buffalo had won against Ninja Killer and stuff like that. But everyone likes to forget the stats that, like, people that go up 2-0 in a first to three usually win like 87% of the time. But no one cares about stats and information. Everyone just wants to be mad and, yell their things and talk nonsense. But whatever. That's just me. But yeah. So,
why would I want to talk to people? I could just yell at them.
Yeah, exactly.
Just as easy, sometimes just as effective. You know what I mean?
Exactly. What do we need discourse for when we can just yell things, and then if someone disagrees with you, block them on Twitter? There's no reason to have dissenting opinions. That doesn't exist anymore in 2019.
It's true.
It's honestly a waste of time to be dealing with people that don't agree with you. You need to just insulate yourself with people that agree with you, and then just be happy forever, right?
Yeah. Don't do that. Not to really get into that, but like I feel like it's that to an extent.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I got super into that, it would be a little political, which it shouldn't be. But
no. Yeah, but like I understand it. Like
I feel like you get what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. No, definitely. Like it's nonsense and it's crazy, and I can't believe it's that way. But I feel like maybe we need to dive to the bottom of that. Like eventually we'll become so insulated where people will go, maybe this isn't correct, and maybe we could start not doing this.
Yeah. Anyways, we're a bit off you.
Again, see, this is like I said. This is a SrirachaFlash show. We're off in the weeds again. Fucking surprise. So, all right. So now that we've gotten the fighting game stuff out of the way, Yango. Let's find out more about Yango the person. And the way that I feel like you can tell, the age-old saying, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. So the way that I can find out the most about Yango, hit me up. I need to know right now. Top of your head, what's your favorite food?
See, it's tough because it's pizza, right?
Yeah.
Pizza's such a flexible thing, you
right?
know?
You could have like 30 different kinds of pizza in a week, and it's never be the same.
My friends roast me because I at least eat pizza once or twice a week. Like,
look,
I eat a lot of pizza.
Dude, let me tell you about being a bad parent. We also have pizza like once or twice a week because I don't feel like making anything for dinner, and I forget to pull things out. So I'm like, hey, what's up, Little Caesars or G's? Like,
So I go to this place called Papa Murphy's. I think it's like a Midwest business.
Okay.
Anyways, I go to Papa Murphy's, and you get a 14-inch pizza for $10, and you just cook it at home, and that's it.
Oh, you got a take and bake from Papa Murphy's?
Yeah, take and bake from Papa Murphy's, 14 inches for like $10, $12.
You know what? That's not bad.
That's like 2 or 3 days of food.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. I mean, man. There's a place downstate in Ithaca, or downstate Michigan called Ithaca, where I'm originally from. It's my hometown. And we have this place called Main Street Pizza, and it is bar none the greatest pizza I've ever had in my entire life. And they also do like the take and bakes, where you just like order it ahead of time, whatever you want, and they wrap that thing up, and you just take it home, throw it in the freezer, cook it whenever you want it. Woo! It is.
Ah, man.
It is.
That reminds me. Oh, sorry.
Or no, go ahead.
There's this place in Bismarck that I went to. So we went to Mid Dakota Throwdown, which it was a tournament. It wasn't ran very well. But anyways, that's besides the point. Went to Mid Dakota Throwdown, and all the brackets ended at probably midnight, which it should have ended at like 8 or like way before 10 o'clock. Anyways, we were starving because we'd been there all day and we had to practically run the tournament, so we were starving. And we went to this pizza place, just some random ass pizza place in Bismarck, and we spilled beer all over the pizza. We got a pitcher of beer, we spilled it all over the pizza because we were just so tired. And I remember that pizza being the best pizza I've ever had. God, that pizza was so good. But here's the thing. I think I was just so delusional at the time. I would have eaten everything and thought it was ambrosia. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
I'm
afraid to get that pizza again.
I appreciate using the words delusional instead of drunk off your ass, but...
Yeah. Well, I wasn't drinking. I was just tired.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. But I mean, pizza's great for that. Like Nogoremi says, Nogoremi says you can eat 2 pounds of calzones in a sitting. Like, man, I feel that because, like, G's, there's a place, G's Pizzeria here in town, they make pocket pizzas, and, man, I could probably eat, like, 3 of those things, and they're just, like, the biggest calzones you've ever seen, and you can get 3 toppings inside it for $6. And
that sounds dangerous.
Dude, it is a bad time. Like, because, like, I can sit, and, like, they do this thing where they cook it, and then they braise the outside with, like, butter and, like, Parmesan cheese, and then they throw it back in the oven and, like, bake it again. When it comes out, they throw more butter on top of it. My dude, it is so good.
Yeah. Man, I'd say it's dangerous because I feel like I would go for that often. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's like, if you ever heard of Micro Center, there was a Micro Center in my town, that'd be a bad thing.
What is a Micro Center?
So it's like a Toys R Us, but it's computer parts everywhere. Every computer part you can imagine, every, like, up-to-date, like, current release thing, they got it.
Okay.
It's there.
Okay. Nogoremi, what are you getting me a what the fuck for? What did I say now? What did I do? You better explain yourself. You can't just throw a what the fuck up there. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I can imagine losing myself in a Micro Center. Hot damn.
God. I was talking to Rick too, and Rick was like, "Yo, man, this is too dangerous for me. my wallet is in danger right now."
All right, so if your favorite food is pizza, you got to give me what are the optimal pizza toppings for Yango? Like the
optimal?
Yeah, go-to. Like, what is Yango's favorite pizza toppings?
God, I've been out there. It's very simple though. Because I worked at a pizza store for almost 4 years. I worked at a pizza place for a long time, man. I was a chef for, like, most of it, dishwasher and a waiter. I never delivered. I didn't want to deliver though, so that's fine. But the best for me, it's just gonna be basic. It's pepperoni and jalapeno.
Pepperoni jalapeno? Okay. All right.
That's pretty much it. I don't get much else.
Nogoremi knows. Dude, I'm telling you, $6 for that pocket pizza, you get 3 toppings, right? If you want to go the basic pocket pizza, you go pepperoni, ham, and mushroom. Because, like, that's the one, like, that covers all the bases. But, like, if you're me, you go fat. You go sausage, you go green pepper, and onion. Like, that's the good one. But, like, pepperoni and jalapeno, like Yango said, and, like...
It's basic, but it's amazing. It's a good combination.
Yeah, for sure. We went down to Cleveland in 2016. We saw the Struts at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's not important to the story, but every time I say that I went to Cleveland, I have to tell that story. But we went to this pizza place called Pizza 216, I think it was called. Pizza 216. And they had this pizza there, and they call it the Spicy Pie. And ever since I had that, like, those are my go-to toppings. So you get the pepperoni, you get the green pepper, you get jalapeno, you get banana peppers, sausage, and mushroom. And that, like, that combination, that is the best pizza, like, that I can get. Like, every single time, you got to get the 3 peppers, or the 4 peppers, pepperoni, green pepper, jalapeno, banana peppers. And then mushrooms and sausage. Fucking call it a wrap, my dude. It is so good. So good.
That does sound good.
Yeah, I'm all about it. That's my jam.
Man. I might order pizza tonight.
Order it up.
Order it up? Damn.
All right, so...
See?
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, here's the thing. The place I used to work at, I love their pizza, here's the thing: you get a 12-inch pizza, it's $20.
Damn.
It's $20 or $22.
Damn.
It's expensive as hell.
You see that now? Here's where I'm like, I'm happy I live in a small town because if I'm paying $20 for a pizza, it's like an extra large with like 5 toppings on the damn thing, and that's from like a mom and pop place telling me $20 for a 12-inch pizza. I ain't never going to North Dakota. That sounds terrible, Yango.
See, here's the thing: it was a mom and pop place. It still kind of is. It's owned by their kid now. It's just like this tiny. It's not even like an international thing. They have like one in West Virginia. I think that's it. One other store in West Virginia, just randomly. But that's just it. It's just this tiny, weird place that makes good pizza for way expensive.
Damn. And that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's expensive, but
Yeah.
Damn it.
That's like a once every other month, probably.
Okay, yeah, that's your treat pizza.
Yeah.
That's what we have here. Like, we have this place called Busili's, which is like the #1 restaurant in Roscommon County. And like everyone from out of town, like when they come to my town, that's where they go is Busili's. But they're so damn expensive, and the pizza's so good. But I'm like, we only go to Busili's like once a month because I can't walk out of there without spending like less than $60 to feed like the 4 of us.
Bro.
Ugh, it is.
Why is everything gotta be so expensive? Man?
That's what I'm saying. Why does everything gotta cost money?
Expensive.
Shit's ridiculous. Let me first to 5 and owner in like Street Fighter 5 for some pizza. All right, so we've drooled too much over pizza. We've gotten too excited about good food. I gotta know what's the food that Yango cannot like? What can you not stand?
It's fish, man.
Fish?
I just can't do all fish.
What?
I get headaches when I'm near it.
What?
I just can't do it.
Like, all right, so like sushi off the menu.
Off the menu. Gone.
Really? Shrimp off the menu.
Off the menu.
Wow. Lobster.
Also gone.
Oh my gosh. So just like, are you allergic to shellfish, or is it just like the smell just gets to you and like you're done?
The smell just gets to me. Here's the thing. If someone like when I studied in France for like 2.5 months or so.
Hold on. Fuck the food conversation. Why are you in France?
I was studying in France. I was studying abroad.
Okay. Was there a specific reason, or just like you saw like the program and you're like, I get to go to France?
I studied French for 6 years.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I did a homestay with some people, and one of the days it was like salmon and rice, which is like a very common basic dish. And God, I didn't have the heart to be like, I didn't want to be rude, because it's very rude to turn down food in France.
Yeah, I mean, it's rude to turn down food anywhere, Yango. I don't know where the hell you think you live that you can just turn down food. It's not
especially rude in France. Okay, especially rude. So I was like, I ate all that, but I was like, damn. I just.
Oh, that's awful. Well, I mean, I'm happy that the two stories tie together, but like, you got me over here talking about stupid ass food, and you're over here like, yeah, I studied French for 6 years, and
What? You gave me the questions, man.
Yeah, look, I know I gave you the questions, but when like Yango, give me some goddamn background. I need to come up with better questions. Well, listen, never in my life was I gonna be like, here's my list of questions. Also, did you study in France? Damn it, Yango.
You gotta be like what Mr. Rogers, man. You gotta say less so people say more.
I know. I've had such a hard time saying less. I feel like I'm overtaking the conversation, taking away from our. Yeah, the podcast should be called So Random, but guess what? It's called Some Random, no Remy. So this is what you get. Eat my
Why
ass.
is that just Random Select?
Yeah, Random Select's a good one, but like, I feel like Random Select's been taken by a podcast somewhere. I'm not even sure if Some Random has been taken by a podcast somewhere, but this is Some Random, so that's what we get.
Random Select Podcast. Yeah, this has been taken.
Yeah, oh yeah. See, Random Select Podcast, but like Some Random is just like, at this point, it's a slur of the FGC. Some Random is like, oh man,
a little bit.
Yeah, like that's why I liked it, because like I feel like if I wanted to talk to people, and like, you know, obviously Justin Wong isn't coming on here, like Sherry Jennings probably isn't coming on here. I say probably because invitation's open. If you guys want to come onto the show, please do. Come talk to me.
If this gets to your ears somehow.
If this gets to your ears. If Noga Remy direct messages Justin Wong this clip from my stream. But anyway, like the reason I call it Some Random is because I feel like there are so many people in the FGC and people that put in like hard work and people that are, not that I feel like should be successful, because like there's no one that I feel like should be successful. You know, obviously that success comes along as you work. But there are definitely a lot of people that I've met and people that I'm excited to talk to that I don't really know that well. That I want to bring to the, not to the forefront, but I want to give some highlights. So people like you, who I feel like works really hard, plays really well, is a good, solid guy. Like, I feel like you need more exposure. And also, like, I can't bring a lot of that to you. Because obviously, like, don't have the biggest following. But this is something to get you out there, you know, so people know who Yango is. And same with Noga Remy. Like, people know Noga Remy as, like, he's the Salacious Crumb of the RSF Online Local.
Damn, man.
No one is gonna get that reference.
Oh, is that reference to something? I ain't never heard that.
But like, I want Noga Remy to like come out here more. You know, like I want everyone to like just have like a half hour, however long we've been doing this, like just some time to like, this is who I am, and like I want to talk to my friends and have a good time, and I feel like this is the best way to do it, is this stupid platform that I have on Twitch. So here we are. So I don't know, Yango, give me more of a deep dive. Like the next thing I wanted to ask you was like, what song is stuck in your head lately? But you just told me that you studied in France, so
yeah, I can give you a deep dive of that.
All right, yeah.
So I was in France for about 2.5 months. I studied in the south of France. I homestayed in Narbonne, and I was like the last month pretty much I was just in Paris. But God, that trip was so fun. That trip was probably like the most. I want to say like kind of corny to say. I think that's the word I want to use. But like it's probably like the most life-changing trip I've ever been on. Not because of like where I was or the culture I was surrounded by, but specifically because I was just on my own for so long. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Like the thing about the trip was, in high school, I was very awkward. I was way more awkward than I am now. Like incredibly so. To a point where when I went on this trip, I only kind of knew a few people, but like there was no one I could really like talk to so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I went on this trip, I felt like no one really owed me anything, which was fair. You know, no one owed me anything. No one had to pay me any attention. So I had to go do stuff if I want. Like I had to go make connections if I wanted to talk to someone, right? If I wanted to hang out with people, have like a small crew. And so that's what I kind of did. And I made a few friends while I was talking to people. I tried to get out there a little bit more. It was great. It was very eye-opening to how I was, and there was a very big change in how I was as a person afterwards.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like that's those kind of trips where you're away from home for an extended period of time. Like definitely, you find out who you are as a person. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you see so many people go on like solo vacations or solo trips and stuff like that. They say to find themselves, and I feel like a lot of people don't like really do that because they're still kind of like they still have like a lifeline to their home, you know. But when you're in a foreign country like that, there's not really much you can do except for really find out who you are and then like kind of deal with it, you know.
I should rant to you about this thing. I'm not gonna rant about it on the podcast. I'll rant about it later to you.
No, rant. That's what the damn podcast is here for.
I want to throw people under the bus though. It's about a person.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, maybe.
I don't think they'll hear it even, but just in case, you know.
All right. Is it someone that we know?
It's no one you know.
It's no one I know. Is it a French person?
It is not a French person.
It is not a French person.
It's one of my better friends.
Okay, yeah. Let's not do that. Let's
like,
not.
I love that man, but he did something very annoying to me.
Okay, well, we'll talk about it after the show. We can't be having you throw people under the bus. I wanted this podcast to be positive energy for the most part.
Yeah, totally.
So no throwing people under the bus. Noga Remy says is that je t'aime is the most complicated.
Je t'aime, which is pretty much saying I like you.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you,
Yeah.
Noguremi. Je t'aime to you too. Hold on. No, Yango, how much French do you know?
How much French?
Yes.
I used to know. I was semi-conversational in France.
Okay.
Now I haven't used it for 4 years.
I was gonna ask you if my French was still any good, but
You can ask me. I can understand most French still.
Okay, so here's the extension of my French. The extension of my French is Le je m'appelle Jose, which I believe is my name is Jose. But I could be wrong.
Yeah. Almost. You wouldn't use le. Le is like the.
Okay.
So you would say. So you just pretty much said my name is Jose.
Okay, so it's je m'appelle Jose.
Je m'appelle Jose. Yep.
Perfect. I know French. I'm obviously the most cultured person that has ever walked God's green earth.
I think the follow-up question would be qui t'appelles-tu, which is what's your name?
Qui
Or how are you called?
Okay. Qui t'appelles-tu?
Qui t'appelles-tu?
Qui t'appelles-tu? Okay. I'm gonna remember this for all of 24 hours. But in those 24 hours, you best believe everyone is gonna be hearing qui t'appelles-tu? Because that sounds really good rolling off my tongue.
What else? I also studied Japanese for 2 years.
You studied?
I took a college course in Japanese.
Is this where you tell me that you've actually lived in Japan for like 4 years?
I want to, but I haven't.
Okay. Have you ever visited Japan?
No, I haven't.
Okay, look, anything's on the table now. Like, you broke out with, like, I studied abroad in France, so I have to just be like, okay, but did you live here? Because, like, anything's on the table.
It's true. I haven't lived in Japan. I really want to. I studied Japan for 2 years. My professor was from Tokyo, and I love Japanese. It's studying abroad. It's so expensive, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I could imagine.
I think the minimum for me to study abroad would be like $10K.
Wow.
A lot.
That's like four 12-inch pizzas from your old work. It's
true. But that's not even counting the scholarships and stuff. So it'd be a little bit cheaper, but like it's a lot of money, man, to study abroad.
Yeah.
Especially if you want to do like home stays or you gotta stay on campus.
Oof. Yeah, I could believe it. I can't imagine that it's cheap in any form.
Yeah.
In any form. Oh my gosh, yes. Man, I can't believe it. I had no idea. Yango, we slept in the same bed and we cuddled and you didn't even tell me that you studied in France. It's crazy. I've been
Man.
I know. Look, I know I keep throwing you under the bus for this, but I promise not to continue doing it. When I okay. Sorry. Not to derail this back to me for a second.
What's up? Did you get emotional or something? What's up?
Oh no. So when
No.
I stayed with you at Combo Breaker, and I was like telling my wife about it, I was like, hey, so there's this guy Yango that I know, and she's like, have you ever met him? I go, no, never, not once. I was like, but I'm gonna stay in his hotel room for the first night because I didn't book my hotel room for Thursday night. And she was like, okay, that's kind of weird. And I was like, don't worry, like he's a gentle cuddler, so he tells me, so like it's no big deal. Like she really didn't like that. I was like, nah, I'm just gonna go spoon with the Yango for a while. It's fine. Noguremi, I would love to be able to read what you're typing in the chat right now.
He says he knows a little bit of Japanese.
Yeah, this is Noguremi just flexing on me that he knows Japanese. Sorry. Oh, is that what he says? That he knows Japanese?
Yeah, Chotto Nihongo wo hanashimasu, which is little Japanese. I can speak a little Japanese.
Well, turns out, Yango, you're now a permanent guest of the show, so you can translate for me.
Man, I feel like that would be a dream of mine to do.
To be a translator?
Be a translator in the FGC. That'd be so cool.
Man.
But man,
I don't know. Like I feel like that'd be fun for like a while, but
well, yeah. It like the thing about translators is you have to be fucking on point. You have to study abroad for multiple years.
See, you say that, but like as someone who's watched a multitude of UFC fights, and they bring in translators for the Brazilians, and then as like they're translating for the Brazilians, like in interviews and stuff like that, and then everyone is going, "That's not what he said," because the translator just like gives up and just like, "I think this is what he means." Like I think as a translator, you can get away with most anything. Like, you can just ruin someone's social media presence by being like, yeah, this is what he said.
Man. Who was that one dude who was like, it was just some crazy guy that was translating for like this political man in like South Africa or something.
Oh, yeah.
That was a thing.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I remember hearing that story. I think I saw that video too.
And then they like arrested him and he'd like committed murders or something.
Yeah.
That was kind of insane.
Yeah. What a crazy story. Oh my gosh. Noguremi, you have to stop. I don't know what that is. I wish I could tell you. Yango, translate. Where's my Yango translate button?
He says, my name is Noguremi.
Wow. All right.
But it's more. He says more specifically, my first name is Noguremi.
His first name is Noguremi. Wow. Damn, Yango, you're really good. I mean, I legitimately might have to keep you on as a translator because this is ridiculous. Oh my god. Man, we've gone so far. All right, so back to Yango the person. So we've talked about food. Honestly, food probably one of my favorite things in life. And besides fighting games, the other thing that I really, 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 really love is movies and film. And I feel like I watch more movies than the average person.
Sure.
Or at least I used to. Not so much anymore because goddamn Street Fighter takes up so much of my time. So, Yango, what is the best movie you've seen in the last year?
Okay, so here's the thing. The best movie, so objectively, I think the best movie I've seen in the last year is Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse is such a good movie. I love that movie so much. The composition is insane. The character design is insane. There's like a story. I'm not sure if you've seen the movie.
I actually just watched it like a week ago.
There's like a hidden story in the movie of like Miles starts out at the movie's animated at 24 frames a second.
Oh yeah, I saw this. And then Modern Spider-Man is at 60 frames a second.
Yeah, he started animating out at 12 frames a second, and then as the movie like transitions and Miles gets better, he's like to transition to 24 frames.
Also, don't spoil Into the Spider-Verse for people, Yango.
That's not a spoiler.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like ahead of time.
Yeah.
No spoiler. No spoily voice.
I'm not.
But
anyways, that movie's just
crazy.
I enjoyed that movie.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, no, we actually just watched it like a week ago, and it was probably one of the better animated movies I've seen in a long time. Really enjoyed it. The last scene, last big scene there, we actually had to watch over. Me and my oldest daughter did, because our youngest daughter decided that last 10 minutes was screaming time. So all we saw was like visuals on the screen,
no.
And then like, kind of have an idea of what's happening, but like she wasn't even screaming like she was in pain or something was wrong. She was just like, now is my time to shine and show everyone how good my lungs are. And so we missed like the last 10 minutes of the movie. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed that. And then the after credit sequence had one of my favorite characters of all time from comic books.
Okay. Yep.
Because growing up, that character I still to this day own every. What is this? Who is this person? Who's?
I have no idea.
I don't know. What is this? Get rid of that. Yeah, I don't know what that is. So, yeah, that character was, I don't know, he's one of my favorites. To this day, I still own like the comic books and stuff like that. And so seeing that character, I was like, man, that's super duper exciting. I'm really hopeful for a second Into the Spider-Verse.
I really think there's a second one. And then also I also put a second movie on here. This is to a far lesser extent, but I was very surprised by it. And that is Megamind.
Megamind?
Megamind.
Oh.
Megamind is a surprisingly very good movie.
Listen, my dude, now you are speaking my language. Megamind is a classic around this house. Look at it. Look, Noguremi too. Noguremi is so excited. Noguremi is so excited for Megamind. Dude, Megamind.
I've legitimately never watched it until like a month ago, and I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, for
why
real?
This movie so good?
Dude, Megamind.
This movie so good.
Megamind is very, very underrated. For like a cartoon animated movie, man,
Mhm.
that so good, so good.
I was watching like an analysis for like why this movie kind of failed. My custom but it was like it was released just at like the worst time. It was released with what was it? Minions, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Minions, and then there was also another movie. Oh, Monsters versus Aliens. There was
Yeah.
a lot of similarities between Minions and Monsters versus Aliens and Megamind.
Yeah, those DreamWorks properties kind of came out and they all kind of like meshed together because
Yeah.
like and the artwork is kind of similar. Like DreamWorks always has that like glossy like character renderings and stuff like that. So like I could see why they kind of meshed together. And like for the longest time until I saw Megamind, I was convinced that Megamind and Monsters vs Aliens were like the same movie.
We're the same movie.
Yeah.
Right? Because like, they have the main alien antagonist in Monsters vs. Aliens, who's just this blue tentacled with a giant head,
Right.
alien. And then they have Megamind, who's more of like a humanoid but with a giant head alien. You know.
To this day, I think I've only seen like bits and pieces of Monsters vs. Aliens like around the house, like when the kids watch it. Like I've never sat down and watched the entire movie, but Megamind, I'll sit down and watch that movie. Like as soon as it comes on, that movie's like Wayne's World for me. As soon as Wayne's World comes on, I gotta sit down and watch that entire movie. Like I can't help it.
Oh man, I found another good movie.
Hit me up.
What's it called? It's called. God, I should just know the name of it.
You really should. You should know the name of good movies, Yango.
Man, what's the one? It's like Jim Carrey. It's like Jim Carrey's best movie.
Jim Carrey's best movie, Man on the Moon? No, not Man on the Moon. Jim Carrey's best movie. What is? Oh my gosh! Now I'm also.
Oh, The Truman Show.
Yeah, The Truman Show. Okay.
Truman Show. God, I love that movie so much.
Ah, yeah, Truman Show is. Yeah, Ace Ventura also solid. Ace Ventura, Call of the Wild also solid.
I mean, he's also in The Mask, so I guess that's a pretty good movie too.
Yeah, that's fair. The Mask is also good. Triton Shield's all about Ace Ventura. Hey, Triton Shield, you're a moderator. I need you to moderate in the chat when someone types awful things. You need to delete them.
Yeah.
This is a professional show. Yeah.
Oh, he is in Sonic, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
I really want to see a comparison of how the Sonic movie was and how the Sonic movie is going to be. You know what I mean? Just to be like, where were you going with this, guys?
Right. Yeah, like, hopefully they release two versions and they're like, here's the original and then here's the one after Twitter got crazy for a while.
Yeah. But, man, The Truman Show, I feel like I could write a whole modern day, like, comparison of The Truman Show to, like, you know, media in general. This constant need for, like, new media and how, like, media has become such an important part of our lives, right?
Yeah.
And, like, people have started to, like, blur the lines between fiction and reality, especially in, like, if you look at, like, Jake Paul, I feel like is a good example. Jake Paul started doing all this insane stuff. Like, just in, like, you know, I hope that's not too topical, but, like,
no,
he
go right ahead.
He did all that crazy stuff in Japan, right?
Yeah.
That upset me so much.
Yeah, I hope something from a year ago is not too topical, Yango.
Listen, I don't know. Listen.
I don't know. Like, we play fighting games. Like, time meshes together. I don't know where I've been most of the time.
I'm just covering all my bases, okay?
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, no, that's definitely like YouTuber and Twitch culture and stuff like that. Like, you definitely, lines are being crossed, and there has to come a point where we need definite, we need definite points where we go, I understand what this is, and giving into these things.
It's like
the treat
the best
reality like
comparison for
fiction.
me.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say the best comparison for me is it's like if the Truman Show was backwards, right? If instead Jim Carrey was trying to live up in this fictitious world, and everyone else was just like existing as normal people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of the other way around.
There was actually a movie that just came out that had, what is that? Who's the girl that plays April in Parks and Rec?
Oh man, my dogs are going crazy.
Yeah, I can hear them. They're going nuts. They're making my dog stare at the TV, actually. Oh my gosh. What is her name?
Hold up.
Aubrey Plaza. Okay, I'm going to make the connections here. Okay, so Aubrey Plaza was just in... Oh, that's the movie. Okay, I think Yango disappeared for a second. I know he's probably taking care of his dog.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, he's back.
Someone came home, so I had to tell them.
Okay, not Amy Poehler, Noga Remy. Aubrey Plaza. Aubrey Plaza was just in a movie called Ingrid Goes West. Have you seen this movie?
I have not.
Okay, for anyone in the chat, anyone watching, anyone that listens to this, please watch Ingrid Goes West. That movie is fantastic. It's about this girl, Aubrey Plaza. She follows this Instagram models and stuff like that on Instagram, and she wants her life to be like them. So in order to be closer to them, she stalks these people out to California and tries to make her real life like their fictional lives on Instagram. And she like plays this crazy person. It is excellent. It is that movie right there is probably in the top 25 that I've seen in the last year. Like that movie is wonderful.
It's weird, but I don't feel like we've seen a lot of movies based off that kind of like angle, right?
Yeah.
There's not a lot of movies that commentate that, put a commentary on like modern internet culture for things like Instagram or Twitch or YouTube or
right. The ones that we do get are like semi joking or like really gimmicky. Mm-hmm. Like they're usually like a horror movie or
not
like
very serious.
Yeah, or like a Black Mirror like knockoff. But we really don't get a lot of movies focused around that idea and that theme and like the consequences of social media. And that's why when I first saw that movie, I was like, that's the first one that I had seen that was like that. And seeing this character and seeing like people in real life that I know that are like that, I was like, oh my god. It was, I don't know. It's definitely, it'll make your stomach hurt. Like sometimes where you get just so nervous for her, the person. And you're just like, oh god, like your stomach turns at some of the choices she makes. But it is highly recommended. I believe it's on Hulu. If you have Hulu, check it out. This is not an ad for Aubrey Plaza or for Ingrid Goes West. But if Hulu wants to throw me some money, you hit me up, Hulu. I'm waiting.
Man, you know what culture I never got into, but like I've started to see into a little bit more as they more move to Twitter, was Tumblr. Tumblr? The more I hear about Tumblr, the more I'm like, this couldn't have been real.
Yeah, it feels like Tumblr was some Wild West site.
Yeah, like
where like anything went, how, like, and then they got rid of the porn, and then Tumblr, like the Tumblr folks were like, well, I guess Twitter it is, and now Twitter is just like slowly becoming this crazy thing.
Yeah, but like I hear about some of the stories that people post, and they're like weird cults of just like groups of people that were into like just weird things.
Yeah,
and,
I mean, like everyone has like their subsex and their fetishes and stuff like that, and like totally fine, you do you. But like the fervor and groundswell for those fetishes, I feel like just festered on Tumblr, and like everyone was into it, and now like it's this public site, and like everyone is sharing all these things, and it grows and grows and grows and grows and grows, and then it went away. And like now, where do those groups go to that can be like a central hub that's not like some weird website that no one knows, right? So like they slowly started to migrate to Twitter. Yeah, like furries. Furries were like always something that was like kind of joked about, you know, like you saw like Family Guy or like American Dad would like parody the furry idea and stuff like that. But now I feel like it's becoming more and more prevalent. People are more open about it. And not that it's like a negative thing or anything like that. You know, if that's what you're into, that's what you're into. And I understand it's not a sexual thing. Like some people just identify that way, which is totally fine. But there definitely seems to be like an eruption of those cultures on Twitter all of a sudden. And it's crazy. I really need a drink.
Really need a drink?
Yeah.
You need to take a second?
I don't think I need to take a second. I should be fine. I was
Okay.
looking around the room to see like if my wife left out like a drink or like if my coffee was still around. My coffee's gone. I'm very sad. My coffee's gone. But no, it's all right. We're good. We are good. All right. So we've gone through all those. We've talked about the good movies. Now Yango, what's the worst movie? The worst movie Yango's ever seen, or the one that you cannot you cannot come to like this movie. No matter what anyone says, how good it is, what's the one that just drives Yango crazy?
See, here's the thing. I told you about this before this.
Yep.
There was no specific one movie. There's like bad movies.
Yeah.
I can't think of any movie where I'm just like, this movie's just the worst.
Right. Well, see, Yango's too pure to be hating things. Like, Yango hates that people complain about Ibuki, and like that's really about it. Oh, and he
Listen, guys,
hates
Ibuki's
Kage's
overhead
moms.
is fair and balanced. Alright.
I don't want to hear. Listen, we're not here.
Hot takes on this podcast.
I'm not here for your propaganda right now. I'm not here for the Ibuki propaganda. All right, don't even spout that shit. But no, that's. I wanted to get into this just to puff you up some more and tell everyone. Here, but you know what? No one complains about Chun-Li's overhead, which is the exact same thing.
It's only the same thing in V-Trigger.
No, hers is -2 all the time.
Oh, I thought I meant combo bowl as well.
Oh no. Oh yeah, the comboable thing. Like that's I get
Well,
it.
okay. So here's the thing about Ibuki's overhead. Ibuki's overhead is it's 3 or 4 frames slower than Urien's stand heavy kick overhead.
That's plus
But
2.
Urien's is also plus 2 on block though.
And Falk gets a +3 overhead in V-Trigger 2.
That one doesn't matter as much.
Yeah,
But,
listen,
like,
I know.
Urien-
I'm just saying. Noguremi asked who else gets a safe overhead on block. I'm naming characters. Chun-Li's is -2. It's a 26 frame startup. It's -2.
Well, if we go that, there's like a lot more. If you look at like V-Triggers and Vita and stuff.
Well,
You know
I
what
mean, outside of V-Trigger though, I think it's just Ibuki and Chun-Li.
Ibuki, Chun-Li, and Urien.
Oh,
Urien's is +2, right? Urien's is +2, and he gets a full combo in the Coach Heavy Punch.
Yeah, I mean, you have to charge it at
Elbow.
least.
Yeah, but Ibuki's is slower than it's fully charged.
That's true.
Yeah.
But his punch overhead, like the second hit of his target combo, or the one that you can do raw, that one's -8. So, you know, there's some give and take.
Here's the thing. So if Capcom literally changed it from an overhead to just throw bait,
Yeah. Like, if you took it away, yeah.
like I don't think Ibuki would be affected. I feel like everyone would still get hit by an overhead.
Yeah, oh, definitely. I mean, yeah, like you said, if you just change the throw bait, like she's airborne for 28 frames, you're definitely catching someone, like, trying to late tech, and you're still going to hit it, you're still going to combo, like, you're still going to eat it for late teching like a dumbass.
Because like the thing is, if you legitimately get hit by Ibuki's overhead as an overhead, and I'm not talking about like an online environment, right? I'm talking more like a local, which I feel like most things should be balanced towards, right? A local environment
Absolutely.
where we expect the game runs as intended.
Right.
If you're legitimately getting hit by Ibuki's overhead, that's just more reaction problems. You have a half second to react to that overhead.
Man.
If you're caught teching because of the overhead, that's different. She throw baited you.
Man, Yango coming out, telling everyone you have a half second, get your shit together. Dang.
Yeah.
Hot takes.
You have a whole half second.
Look, Noguremu says he doesn't care about getting hit, he just wants to punish it. I mean, you can punish it in the 28 frames before it hits you.
Yeah, you can interrupt it. It goes over lows, but if you like stand medium punch.
Yeah, I mean,
stand medium punch is beat up.
Noguremu, you play Ryu, just Shoryuken. You tell me you can't react with Shoryuken in 28 frames? Please.
I mean, if you can check like Ken's dash, that's like almost twice as slow, or twice as quick.
All right, see, Noguremu's coming in with the facts. Half the frames for Ibuki's overhead are when he's knocked down. So I guess you just have to wake up SRK. Like, you just got to bring it out there.
Well, if you're knocked down, then you can see it more clearly, though, right?
That's fair. That's less to concentrate on. Then you're just focusing on Ibuki the character. So.
And if she commits to it while you're knocked down, you see it. You can just wake up. You see.
Yeah. Look.
And there's no meaty setup into overhead.
I
like
like doing this to Noguremu in the chat because I know he's frothing at the mouth. like on the other end, like smashing on his keyboard, like, listen, you idiots. But
like, okay, here's the thing. I'll like jump on your side a little bit, no problem. I definitely don't think Ibuki's balanced. I think she definitely has issues that should be changed. I just think people shouldn't be focusing on her overhead when she has other glaring issues. You know what I mean?
What are the glaring issues?
The other, well, like her B skill is dumb.
Yeah.
Her B skill is so dumb, guys.
Yeah, pulling that hurt box back.
It's dumb that she can mash it in pressure, and then she just gets out free.
Yeah, it's kind of whack.
That's absolutely just dumb. Her other thing is EX Air Kunai. EX Air Kunai can just be brainless. You can just throw that, and then just like, hey, I'm plus 16.
Right.
You know?
I mean, I wouldn't know what that's like because I play a fair and honest character in Abigail.
What?
So like that.
Listen, I play Kage. Okay, if we're talking fair and honest characters.
You don't play Kage.
I do. I play Kage. I'm a Kage player.
All right, hold on. No. I guess that's the correct terminology because you play Kage, but you don't have a Kage. So I don't want to hear.
I have a Kage. What do you mean I don't have a Kage?
I've beaten your Kage. You don't have a Kage. If I've beaten your Kage, you don't have a Kage.
When's the last time you beat my Kage?
At Combo Breaker.
A combo? You mean like, what was this? This was like 3 months ago?
Yeah.
Listen, a lot can happen in 3 months, man.
Yeah, exactly. Kage can stay terrible for 3
Yo,
months.
you want to look at that 1st to 10 you had against my Kage on stream?
No, because that's deleted, asshole.
What was it? It was like 110?
It was like 10-1.
Yeah, it was like 110.
Yeah, that was bad. Look, Noguremi's getting all... Ooh, Noguremi's all getting all up in his shit right now. Trying to call me out. Noguremi.
Listen, I'll run the set, man.
Look, I ain't running those sets right now. Tonight is wonderful podcast time. Tonight is the night where we get to know Yango, and I talk over most of the questions that I ask Yango. All right, man. Well, I think we've been going for about an hour 15 now. So the last thing we're gonna do, we're gonna open it up. Chat questions. If anyone in chat wants to ask Yango anything, if you guys are curious, if we haven't hit anything that you want to know about Yango, yeah, please throw it in the chat right now. We'll ask Yango some questions. In the meantime, Yango,
what's up?
What is on your mind? What is something Yango wants the people to know about that he feels has to get off of his chest?
Oh, right. You asked me that question.
I did ask you this question, and then Yango did no preparation.
Oh, you know why? Because you didn't put it in the notepad. You just typed in Discord. Man.
I know. Rude. I can't believe I still sent you the question.
Okay. Issue I want people to know about.
I mean, it doesn't have to be an issue. Just something on your mind, like something that you feel people don't know about, people aren't talking about. Like, what's something that Yango wants to put out into the universe?
Hold up. No Grammy just said see me next Monday. Yeah, we can run it. Oh wait, hold on. I work Monday. I can't run it Monday. I can run it on the weekend though.
Ooh. All right. So here's the plan. We're gonna run it, and I want to stream it. We're gonna commentate it. It's gonna be fun.
Okay. Perfect.
Grudge match. I can't wait.
Works for me. Cool.
Yeah. Let me know. Let me know when you guys are gonna run this so I can stream it. It's gonna be a good time.
Okay.
All right.
But man, something I want people to know. Off stream? What?
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. No,
I'm only running it on stream.
Yeah. Now, your tech is hidden.
This is only happening on stream.
No. We listen. No, Graham. We've seen you play every Monday night before, like in the pre-show before the RSF Online local. We know you're whack tech. All right. Not worried about you. My tech is hidden. Nova Remy, what are you doing? My tech is
trying to be a Naruto character right now. Hiding in the village of the leaves. Man, here's the thing, guys. Here's what I want y'all to know. Don't give up, right? That's the one thing you can do to make me kind of upset when you're playing me. Just don't ever give up. I don't see a point in giving up. I understand, Soul. I get it.
Is this like don't give up? Like I need to stop. Like don't give up on my awful cooking, or like mid set.
Like if you're playing me in a set, if we're playing the game Street Fighter 5, I'm playing you, and I can visibly tell that you were just done, right? Finish the set. Don't give up. Don't put the controller on the floor. You know what I mean? God, I don't know why. That always just is just like, why, man?
Like,
I will wait for you. I will wait for you to come back. I don't care. We're finishing this game.
Yango has no time for your shit.
I have no time. Well, I have all the time. I will wait for you. You will come back here.
Yeah, Yango has all the time.
Chair.
You agreed to play this. Now finish the damn set. Oh man. All right, man. Well, that's a good one. I feel like we've gotten everything out into the air. Noguremi's push throw for 190 seconds waiting for somebody. Dang. Yeah, I feel like that's the show tonight, man. I feel like we hit just about everything that we wanted to hit tonight. Where can people find you on the internet? Obviously, I have your stuff up on the screen right now.
On the screen. It's going to be at the Yango with an underscore on Twitter and Yango with 2 underscores on Twitch. I stream intermittently, so y'all just gonna have to hold that.
Eventually, he'll come back. Don't worry.
Eventually, I'll come back one day. One day when the stars align, I'll be back. If you see me at like a major or on Discord, hit me up.
Yeah. I don't have your Discord up on the screen right now, but it's like I don't know. It's Yango. He's in the Super Couch Fighters Discord. He's in the RSF online, the RSF online local Discord. He's everywhere.
My exact thing is Yango0609.
06. All right, hold on. God damn it! I'm trying to end the show, and Noguremi's over here throwing up more kanji. Noguremi, what is this? What is this? You think I got time? I gotta open up Google Translate now. Oh my god! Look at this! Look what you're doing to me. Translate.
No.
Do you like it the most? What does that mean?
What?
That's what Noguremi's typing in the chat. He says, "Do you like it the most?" I could be wrong. Obviously, I'm using Google Translate.
Which color do you like the most?
Of the colors, which do you love the most?
I kept seeing Iro, and I was like, "What do you mean Iro?"
All right. So, what's Yango's favorite color?
What's my favorite color? It's an evolving answer, man. All right. As an edgy teen, I like black. I like color. Now I find myself partial to warm colors. I like orange. I like a brown, right? Nice neutral color.
Okay. Okay.
I like a red too. Red's really good. Yeah, I'd say that.
All right. Yeah. Well, I mean that makes sense. I mean, as long as I've known you, Yango's always been like a positive, nice person. I feel like that. I don't know. Usually when you ask someone like, "What are your favorite colors?" stuff like that, I feel like that's like a really easy and honest answer, like into that person's soul and like who that person is. So like, it makes sense that you like warm colors because that's kind of who you are, is like a warm, gentle person. I know. Well, listen, I can only say so many nice things about you before I have to kick your ass off my show. So that being said, these are all the wonderful places you can find Yango at the Yango _ on Twitter, at Yango with 2 underscores on Twitch. We will be back.
Yango with an underscore was taken. It also was Yango.
Tomorrow we return. What's tomorrow? If I keep asking questions, will you guys stay forever? If you keep asking good questions, I'll give you 5 more minutes.
Hell yeah. Hit me up, fam.
Yeah, hit me up. I mean, look, I'm only ending the show because I ran out of questions. Like,
go to bed.
Yeah, go to bed. All right, yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, because I have to work in like 6 hours. Tomorrow we return. I mean, if you're listening to this on YouTube, we're in a different place later on. Tomorrow is probably today, or it could be last week. Who knows? Tomorrow we return with different streams, probably some Mario Maker 2 and other stuff for Thursday. And then I think we have another guest coming on Saturday, and I believe that will be Bodied Novel. Bodied Novel at Bodied Novel on Twitter. He is currently writing a book. You've probably seen him all over the place. He is currently he's writing a novel about the FGC. So we'll have him on Saturday, I believe. And for now, this has been me, the SrirachaFlash. This has been Yang. Oh, no. Yango has more.
Real quick.
Yeah.
I need to tell you something. It has to be on stream.
It has to be on stream. Okay.
It has to be on stream. All right, you have to play someone, Sriracha. It's gonna happen someday. We'll figure it out, but you have to play someone.
I have to play someone?
Yeah, you have to play someone. That's it.
What do you mean?
First to 10. Street Fighter 5.
When? Who am I playing?
We're working out. You don't know, all right?
Wait, well, hold on. What is it? What does this mean?
That's all I got. That's all I got.
I play first to 10s all the time. What do you mean? What do you mean?
You gotta play with one dude though. All right.
What dude? Who? What? What is
you
happening?
Don't know.
What? No, don't hang up the goddamn. Don't hang up on the call.
That's it. That's all I got for you. You just gotta play someone. I was talking to them about it. They said they'd be down.
Who?
It's gonna happen.
Who?
You don't know them. Their name is Sway. I can tell you that.
Their name is Sway?
Yeah.
Like Broken Alliance Sway?
No.
Okay. Their name is Sway, and I have to play this person on stream.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tell them follow me on Twitch. That's the only way I'm gonna first attend them.
Okay.
And follow me on Twitter, and send me a request for a first to 10. Let me know. I want to know this person.
Okay.
All right. I can't wait to meet Sway. All right. Well, I'm happy this was on stream. I'm happy that you dropped this at the last second. Yeah. Much to Nogoremi's dismay, Nogoremi was like, hang up the goddamn call. Don't let him know who it is. As if I wasn't gonna pop in.
You still don't know. You still don't know this person.
I don't.
This person has like 0 online presence.
Really?
Yeah.
Who the hell? What the fuck? Is Sway Yango with like a luchador mask on?
It's not.
Okay. Damn, I'm really excited for a second. Alright. Listen, we have to end this goddamn show.
Okay.
I'm done talking. I need to... It's Yango's twin brother. Alright, so last thing we gotta do, very important, is we have to go raid somebody. We have to go give somebody some love.
Streaming right now.
Who's streaming right now?
Who streams?
Who
streams? There's that SrirachaFlash guy streaming. I don't know about him.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust that guy.
I wouldn't trust that guy.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust that guy one bit. He seems like a skeezy guy. Man, I kind of wish Brett was streaming, so I would go raid Brett right now.
Brett hasn't been streaming in the last week or so.
Yeah, I know, that bum.
I think he's just been busy with they started all this Morning McChew stuff.
Yeah, they have a lot of stuff.
Or maybe start a new episode.
Yeah, he popped up in the chat the other day, and we were talking in here for a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. I've been waiting for him to stream again, so I can go raid his channel and spread the good word of Brett to everyone around, because he's too good for this world, and he's more pure of a person than I think even my grandma.
Go to Papa Greg. Papa Greg.
Raid Papa Greg. We can raid Papa Greg. All right. So, with that being said, what is Greg's fucking?
It's just twitch.tv/Magnegro, I think.
Is it just Magnegro?
XDRD Magnegro.
XDRD Magnegro. All right. With that being said, let's get the hell out of here. Yango, thank you so much for being on the show. Everyone, follow Yango, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this. And we will do more of these in the future. Like I said, we have Body Novel coming up on Saturday. These will go up on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/SrirachaFlash. XDRD Magnegro X. I can't. Yeah, okay. Anyway, thanks for being here, and we'll see you guys around.
Yeah, see y'all.
Nogoremi at the last second subscribe to Twitch Prime. Yo, thank you, Nogoremi. Thank you.
Man. He did like a me yesterday.
I know, at the last possible second.